All right, give it just a couple seconds here. And we are live. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Look who I got with me.
Hello.
It's Akela-B, and we've done a couple of shows together before, and I always appreciate you coming on my channel. And she's a great reader and does beautiful readings. So, how have you been?
I have been good, and thank you, Scott. Oh, you know how to make a girl blush. But thank you for, inviting me back on the show. But I'm doing good, and how are you?
I'm good. Good, good. So, if you're watching on replay, thank you. And please hit the like and subscribe. If you're in chat, in my chat, if you'll hit the like and then go over to Akela B's channel, she is simulcasting. So, make sure you subscribe and give her a like as well, if you would. So, thank you for doing that, everybody who's in my chat. Jackie will put up the link here in a minute. So you guys can go over there and subscribe to Akela if you haven't already. All right, so let's see who is here. We've got the wonderful Jackie Jacaranda. And Elham is here. Hi, Elham. And this is Charlotte. She's on both channels, I think. And Carolyn is here. Hi, Carolyn. And look what Charlotte said. I don't know if you saw it. It says, yeah, sending love to you and your beautiful soul.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
agree. All right. And Yvette Braggs is here. I think you may be new. I don't recognize your name. So if you are new, let me know so we can maybe get you in before some of the others.
Yeah.
All right. If you have a question, Yvette. Sue Toffee. Hi there. And Olivia is here. Hey, Olivia. And there's that Morella.
Hi, Marilla.
Hi, Morella. And there's Akela. All right, let's see who else, if anybody. Purple Lisa is here. Hi there. And Cat Goddess, thanks for coming back. She was in my earlier show.
Oh, nice.
Purple Lisa, I've got your question. And that's the first question. So make sure you guys put your questions in caps and emojis so we can see them. Jessica Lynn is here. Hey there.
Hi.
Brittany Anderson, this is on your channel. It's another new name to me. Welcome, Brittany. And Butterfly is here. Hey, Butterfly. Welcome back. Oh, they're hammering over there.
Oh, you're hearing it. I am so sorry. I'm going to.
I was just thinking, is that a drill or a hammer? That's okay. We can work through it. Definitely. Okay. Definitely. I just thought it was funny because you said, I think it's all over.
And then here we go again.
There they go. And Mona Lee, welcome. I've got your question. Judy is here. Hi, Judy. Thank you, Jackie, for putting up Akela's channel. Lioness, welcome. I've got your question. Elham, I've got your question. Butterfly, I've got your question. And Rachel H, hello, welcome. Another new name. So welcome everybody who's new. Let me know if you are brand new and I'll try to get you ahead of the pack. If you don't want to wait, you can also do a $5 donation. It goes to the channel. So if you do super chat or super stickers or anything like that, PayPal and Zelle is down below. You will go first and you'll get a longer reading as well. Keepa Lyons is here. Hi, Keepa. And Jessica, I got your question. It says hi to Sue Toffee, I think. And Judy, I'm forgetting who I said hello to. Hi, guys. Accidentally missed you. GT is here. And KMO, hello. And Julianne is on your channel as well.
Yeah. I think Julianne is hopping back and forth, or she has two
Is
things
she?
going. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yvette, I've got your question. Thank you. Brittany, you sure can. Just type it in caps and emojis, or I'll just put you down for a general. Still scrolling here. Craig Dixon is here. Hey, Craig. Welcome back. Elham, I've got your question. Shine Truth, Charlotte, I've got your question. Judy, I've got your question. Wow, we got a bunch of questions came in. That's great.
And the chat is jumping like crazy.
It is. It
Comment.
is. So,
Yeah.
so I haven't said your name yet that I have your question. Make sure you ask one of the mods or me or Akela. Sue Toppy, I've got your question. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Thank you. And CJ is here. I don't know if I said hi to CJ again. CJ was at the angel readings. Olivia, I've got your question. And Christine is here. Hey, Christine, I've got your question. And Sonia Claiborne, welcome. Glad to have you here. Wow, there's a bunch of people. They're all here to see you, Akela.
And you. As Ginny said, a fantastic duo. So they're here to see both.
Yes. I'll take that, I guess. All right. I got Olivia, so you're good. KMO, I got your question. Let's see. Oh, chat's jumping again. Brittany, I got you. All right. I think that's everybody. Okay, Brittany changed your question, so I'm going to click the right one there so we get your right question in. And I am Lulu is here. Hey there.
Hey, and Jackie B just popped in. Hey, Jackie B.
Hey, Jackie. Welcome. All right. So we got 19 questions started. They came in really fast. That's awesome. We will do our best. We probably won't get to everyone, but we will do our best to get to you guys. And I just choose the spirit leads. So everything is random. The way that the questions are answered. So just make sure you stay in chat if you have a question. Okay. And let's see. There's a bunch of new names. I'm going to go with Yvette first. Okay. And if you're new, I do ask that you be present for your reading. So if you see your name up there, or I say hi, if you'll just say hi in the chat, we'll know you're ready for your reading. Okay. Will I get the job as a medical insurance specialist? Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to ask my pendulum.
Thank you, Yvette, for letting me know you're here.
Yeah. That perhaps would like to know if she get the job as a medical insurance specialist. Scott, do you mind if I go?
No, please.
Okay.
Let me make
but my pendulum is saying yes. It's a very light yes. Well, it's going heavier now. And I think it's giving me a light yes, because when I read your question, it didn't read with a lot of enthusiasm. And when I say that, like there's a bit of hesitation on your part. Maybe you, you're trying to balance a scale, but you're like more on you want it, but you're not sure if you're going to get it right. So, and I think that's why it's swinging that lightly. So put your energy on that scale. Put your energy into you wanting this job, so that your energy puts a stronger push towards it. But I'm getting a yes when I swing my pendulum. So just shift your focus a little bit, or maybe even try to find something to distract you from focusing on the job, and let spirit do whatever they need to do for you and this medical insurance specialist position. It starts December the 8th. She said it starts December the 8th. Okay.
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 That's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if I go, Akila?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
All right. Yvette, I've got a couple cards for you. I've got the Ace of Cups. So this is overflowing love. So coming to you from Spirit. So I think Spirit is going to shower down on you good things. I agree with Aquila. There's something not quite right with the job for you. It doesn't mean it's the wrong one for you. There's several jobs that will be great for you, will be average. I think this will be an average one because this is the Seven of Swords, and this can mean deceit or just, you know, having people around who are not of the same spiritual caliber that you are. And then you got look at things from a different perspective. Okay, so this is the hanged man or hanged woman in this case, but the hanged one is always looking at things differently. So maybe look for something else as well and look at it from a different perspective. Make sure if you've already interviewed for it, then that's one thing. If you haven't, make sure you interview them for the job too, and you make sure it's the job that you want. Okay. And then you got the Serenity card. So I think you will be at peace with whatever direction you go with. It's going to be good. There's just some jobs out there that are better than others. So let me get you a couple Oracle cards. You got the Moonlit Tiger's Focus. And it says maintain a sharp focus on your priorities and avoid distractions. I think this is exactly what Aquila was talking about. So concentrate on what truly matters. Your focus will lead you to greater efficiency and success in your endeavors. And then I've got a social gathering. So celebrating small moments with friends and loved ones, joy and togetherness. So this could be, something good coming in as well. And then you got the moon. So the moon is shadow work. So just doing the work to see which is best, this job, or if you want to wait for another one. So having some alone time with that. So that's what I got.
I love that moon card, because if you turn it upside down, Scott, it looks like the feminine organs. It looks like the ovaries, right? And that's in the sacral chakra area. Yeah. So Yvette, I'm not sure what that means for you, but that's what I saw when I looked at the card. So maybe spend some time within the sacral chakra area. That's the color orange. Is a sacral chakra, but just see what it means for you. Okay. But I also pulled a card as Scott was talking, and I got the sacred reverence.
Ooh.
And just like Scott was saying, look at things from a different perspective. Here's what this card says. Looking at the world, do you see all of life or only a limited part? When you look at a blade of grass, do you see just a plant? When you encounter a puppy, do you see just an animal, right? It isn't enough. Look closer and you'll observe the luminosity immanent in these living sentient beings. If you can allow yourself to take in all the world, including its spirit, then you see the whole. So, Scott mentioned that even if this is not the job, and there's something with this job, I just don't know what it is. It could be the people, but take a closer look. Just don't look at I need this job right now. I have to get this job. I have to get this job, or however you're feeling. But look at it in the entirety. I'm in human resources. And one of the things I tell folks who apply for jobs is with us is to really look at the companies about us and make sure that they're about us, and even go to the job if you can, ask people what it's like, to make sure that it sits right with your soul. Their values line up with your values. And sometimes when you walk into the building, you can sense the energy, and it could be for you or it could not be for you. But just look at this particular place as a step up, step back, and observe. Look at it from a different perspective, not just of I need this job, I have to get this job kind of situation. Not saying that's what you're doing, but just look at it slightly different. And that's what I have for you, Yvette.
Awesome. Okay, and I agree with that completely, Akela. Thank you, Yvette, for being here.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And we had a few come in. Andrea Hector is here, and Garnet and Delphi Ross. Welcome, all of you. And Mary Hernandez Walker is here. Okay. Let's go with KMO. Will my dad be okay?
Okay. That's kind of broad, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit broad. Can you give me any more information if you're comfortable with that, KMO? Is he sick? Is he down financially? Just some kind of extra to help us. He is getting prostate surgery. Okay. Very bad. Okay. Sorry about that, KMO. Lots of love to you.
So the first, and I'm getting chills down my back. I couldn't even get to ask my pendulum the question, Scott. As I closed my eyes, the first thing I saw was a sheet of white, but not pure, not I shouldn't say a sheet. But okay, I'll just say a sheet. It looks like a sheet of white, and white is purity. And when I looked at the white, I thought, well, what is that? And I feel, then you mentioned Kimbo, what he's going in for. But I feel that that white that I saw is his angels, the angels being with him. So they just know that, and don't fear, right? Don't, and it's hard to say don't fear when your dad or a family member, a loved one is going in for something. So, to surgery. All I would say is, as he is going in for the procedure, send him in with love. Just focus on all the joyful memories, because remember, he knows that you all are worried about him, and you don't want him going into the surgery worrying that you are worrying about him. Okay. Hi, Jean. So, if you can talk to him up to it and just say, Dad, we know you're going to be okay. You're a fighter. You can handle this. Just know that we are sending you in with love. You don't have to worry about us. And, I'm not going to say that. Okay, I said I wasn't going to say, but I heard it again. So I guess they want me to say this. Whichever way life turns. Know that it is for the best. Not saying that it can go left or right, but what my team is telling me to tell you is know that whichever way it goes is for the best and things will be okay. So put your energy into sending him. And I'm staring at, you're probably wondering why my eyes is going down that way. It's because I'm staring at your profile pic and I can feel your fear. I can feel your concern. And I will feel the same way if it was my parent as well, right? We're worried. But don't give it that energy. Give it the energy of love. Send him in there knowing that his team, his guides, his angels, they know what's best for him, right? And you can ask Archangel Raphael to walk in with him, hold his hand, be there with him in the surgery room because you can't. And let the universe do. And I'm saying that my hands are like wanting, like literally shaking. Let the angels do what they need to do. Just ask them to guide the hands of the physicians who are going to be performing the surgery. Okay, that's all you can do. Don't beat yourself up stressing about what if and what if and what if. You know, say, what if what if he comes out and everything's okay? Then you have however long to be with him. But just know that that white that I saw, the angels, or maybe it was white, so it could also be ancestors, are going with him. They are following him. They're taking care of him. So don't stress about it. And I'm sorry, that was long, Scott. I'm sorry. You
Oh
can.
no, you're fine. Um, I agree with everything that Akela said. I got a couple of things here. Um, Now, I usually don't read on health, and that's why I'm just saying I'm going to read around the situation. Um, but you did get the Hanged Man, and this is looking at things through a different perspective, but it's also stagnation in this deck. So just make sure that um, you are doing everything to keep his spirits up, like Akela said. Um, then you get the Five of Cups, and this might be hard for you to keep your spirits up because you're mourning. You're in a state here where you're not sure what's going to happen, and it's easy to get down. So it's imperative that you look at the cups that are upright and make sure that you are looking at those, looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, and being optimistic. Okay. Then you got the Six of Cups, which comes right after. This is play. It can also be childhood. So something coming in with reflection as well. So something coming in. I'm getting that your dad is going to receive a gift. And I think he's going to get a gift for spirit or from spirit. And like Akela said, it could go either way, but the right thing is going to happen. Mm-hmm. So it's just for you to be there and accept, whatever happens, but love him, unconditionally, and let him see that love in your eyes and the optimism. I'm telling you, optimism heals. I really believe it does. But then you got the Emperor, stability. So I think that even though you got stagnation, you got stability as well. So I feel like things are going to be okay for you. Really do. And this is for you to take the lead as well. The Emperor is a leader. I also got purification. So I don't know if are into crystals or incense, anything like that, but they may help you, when you're alone to get ready and to ground for going and seeing him. It says raise your vibrations by caring for your energy. And you're going to take care of your energy. And the next card I got for you is a gateway. All right, so this is interesting. This is a gateway to a higher consciousness. So having a higher consciousness with the results of your dad, no matter what happens, and just trusting in your higher self. Okay. And the last card I got for you, Kamo, is the Radiant Peacock's Display. And it says showcase your talents and achievements with confidence. Share your successes and skills with pride. Your visibility will open doors to new opportunities and recognition. So just display your beauty to your dad and let him know how much you care. And that's, that's the best that I could do without, going into the health part. But that's what I got for you. And I think that's a lot of what Akela was saying too. So, Akela, did you have anything more?
I just have one card, and interesting. Every card you pull, Scott, for KMO, I got a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger chill down my butt. I'm like, is it just cold in here? And it's not cold in here, but I'm getting all these chills. And I did pull a card, and it kind of ties into the Emperor card, right? And this card says the royal you, but it talks about you, KMO, right? And here are the key concepts. And then I'm going to read one sentence. It's the key concepts: sovereignty, responsibility, self-confidence, self-rule, ownership of your feelings and actions, a quiet sense of empowerment, being self-aware, not allowing outside influences, not allowing outside influences out of alignment with your truth. But here's what it says. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with a measured response. If life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with grace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to plan their battles, so stay out of unnecessary skirmishes and strategically wield your personal power. But what I liked with that sentence is that it says calm, intelligent leadership is called for now, right? And when it's all about leadership, it's not about controlling anything, but calming the you within. When this situation arises, panic sets in. And that's what anybody panic will set in, because we don't know and we're not meant to know. But again, as Scott's card says, and the message I got initially is how you deal with it within. And if you find you're struggling to find that calm, because again, we have no control, call in, talk to your guides, talk to the angels, talk to the creator, whatever you call, and ask them to help calm you, to help bring in that peace so that you can make the right decisions in the leadership for the situation and for yourself. And that's what I have, KMO. So all the best, and we'll keep your dad, lifted, and ask Archangel Raphael to be there with him. Okay?
Beautiful. Thank you, Akela. All right. Thank you for being here, KMO. We're sending you lots of love and light. Thank you, Marilyn, for your donation. Christine, for your donation. So Marilyn will go next. And are you familiar with Marilyn at all?
No.
Okay, so Marilyn had some questions, I think it was last week or a few days ago, about her aunt.
Okay.
And there was some, what's the right word I'm looking for? There was some, not arguments, but just like not seeing eye to eye completely. So I thought that might help you a little bit. Okay. Should I call my Scorpio aunt or should I do nothing right now? I'm a Pisces.
Okay.
That's a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
It's a lot of water.
Okay. I'm going to go to my pendulum first. The only reason I want to go to my pendulum first, because some Scorpios can tend to be very stubborn. And Scorpio over here. And okay, now that I say that, I am hearing is that no matter how you may try to prove your point in the situation, it's going to be, and that's okay, because we can't force somebody to want to understand what we want them to understand, right? And just as you can't expect her, you don't want her to force her beliefs and whatever it is she wants you to understand onto you. So back to perspective, or not even perspective, or because you know how this person is, you take it from a different angle, and realize that sometimes it's okay to disagree. This person seems to be maybe set in their ways, but there are things that you can control, and you can only control you. You can't control them. So whether or not you choose to call, that's entirely your free will, right? And I'm feeling like when you call, you're going to get the kind of the cold shoulder kind of thing. But again, how you respond to that cold shoulder, and maybe whatever the situation was, maybe don't bring it up. Don't talk about that. You just call her to say, hey, I'm just going to check on you. Everything okay? Yes, no, whatever she responds, and you leave it at that. Whereas water under the bridge is what I heard. Water under the bridge. So don't hold on to whatever that may be that occurred. Control what you can in this situation and let her be. But I'm still going to ask my pendulum if you should call or not. But how you handle it is best for you. You can go ahead, Scott.
Okay. Thank you, Akela. So Marilyn, the first card I got right out of the gates is the Seven of Wands. This is the boundaries card. So I think that there is some boundaries that you need to set with your aunt so that she's not dragging you down. Okay. And then you got the High Priestess. This is to observe. So I am going to say, I think it's best that you do nothing right now. This is observing, and then, having the right action to do after you've observed, after you've waited for a little bit of time. See the mask on her eyes? She's waiting and not giving up any emotion or anything like that, but holding on to see what your aunt does first. Then you got, that doesn't mean that you won't call her later on. I just don't think right this very moment is the best time. You got the Nine of Wands. This is to be steadfast, persevere, and resilient. So just have that bounce back that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You got the Six of Cups. This is remembering times when things might have been better, between you, maybe when you were smaller. And maybe that's something that you can think of talking to her about later on. Then you got the Four of Pentacles. This is speaking your truth out of love, but this is later on. This is in the end of the reading. So speak your truth out of love and don't have as much anxiety about it. Try to give the anxiety up to peace and changing those vibes here from anxiety to peace. Okay, your oracle cards. I've got Beauty. So this is your inner self. Make sure that you are doing self-care and self-love. and you're taking care of yourself, it doesn't matter what she thinks. It matters how you treat yourself. And then you got the whispering owl's eye. Look at those red eyes. So seek wisdom in silence. Take a few moments of quiet each day to meditate or reflect. So this is telling me that you should wait, right? You should wait a little bit until things are a little bit more set. And then you got the sacred earth. Make sure you're grounding and make sure you're taking care of you, like I said before. And that's what I got. We'll see what Akila's pendulum said there. I'm interested.
Yeah, my pendulum said your free will. But I agree with everything Scott said. Set boundaries, put up your boundaries, because some Scorpios will push your boundaries, right? And
Yep.
if you don't put up any, they'll keep coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in. And then the one time you realize, like for myself, I had to realize I had to set boundaries for people. And the one time I said no, it was like, no, what do you mean no? I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And it was chaos. But set boundaries for yourself. And I would, even though the pendulum said it's your free will if you want to. Um, I went to the crow's deck and asked, well, what do they want to tell you? If you go at it now, it's just going to be a battle. So or you're going to go in, and battle doesn't mean a physical battle. It could be a cold shoulder, you're talking and they're not saying anything, and it's just that awkwardness. And then that awkwardness creates more distance until it's like, forget about it, right? And then the next card I got for you is sacred space. And to do this, creating your sacred space with this person is by creating boundaries. I will not tolerate this. I am not a child. When you're my aunt or whatever, when you speak with me, the same respect I give to you is the same respect I deserve back. And that's what I have for you, Marilyn. I give it some time. The holidays are right around the corner. And as I said, you don't have to call to talk about whatever the situation was, but you just call and say, or send a text and say, hey, just checking in on you. That's it. You're welcome, Marilyn.
Yes, you're welcome, Marilyn. Thank you for being here. Akela, I did send you a private chat note real quick.
Okay.
Next up is Christine. Christine, if you'll just let me know you're here and ready. Lioness, thank you so much for your donation as well. You'll go after Christine. You just need to find Christine's question. Here we go. Okay, Jackie says sip, sip. So we got to do our chug, chug.
Yep, sip, sip.
Oh, you got water. Morella will love you. Every time I say chug, chug, and somebody says the PPJ, like pink power juice,
yes,
Morella says water. So,
yep, we need the water.
We need the water. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Christine, are you here?
Christine. I don't see her.
She might have stepped away for a minute.
Okay. I responded to you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Hi, Gary, for Grace. Welcome. Okay, we'll come back to Christine. And let's go to Lioness. Will I get the job on Monday, please?
Ooh. Okay.
And Lioness is here.
Linus, have you interviewed already, or you're going in for an interview and just waiting for a call back? You know, see what she says. Because that makes a difference, right? Let's see. Oh, done with interview at a previous connected play. Person informal. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I heard, and again, this entertainment purposes only. I heard yes, and then I went to my pendulum and I asked, and I got a yes on my pendulum. But then I heard something about the salary. So just make sure you are, you if you are offered the job, or honestly, if when you are offered the job, you have the discussion about salary to make sure that's something that you are willing to accept or negotiate is what I'll say. But I heard yes, you will, because I switched it. I asked, will you be offered the job on Monday? And I got a yes. Yeah. You can go ahead, Scott.
All right. I'm going to show you my cards here. Lioness. I've got the 10 of Swords, but this is interesting because this is the Ruin card. Like, just everything bad happening in your mind is kind of coming to an end, because this is the end of a bad situation and the beginning of a new situation. Okay, so she says that is the main thing. I know I can't get what I want, but hoping to close to it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So something good is coming out of this. And these are illusions and in your mind anyway. So you've got the 3 of Swords. This may be a little bit of sorrow and sadness that you don't get the exact job that you want. But I agree with Akela that you will get the job. You got the Queen of Pentacles. This is for self-care and self-love, and also taking care of others. So this is a yes card. And then you got the Death card. And this one solidifies to me that you will probably get the job. This is transformation, transition, and change. This is not a literal death. It's actually the opposite. So it's transition, transformation, having a change, having something new come in. Okay, having said that, I did get the eagle total for you. It says rise above to widen your vision. Okay, look how serious he is here. And this is rising above to widen your vision. So no matter what happens, just know that I think that Spirit is looking out after you. And, you may just have a couple of things that, like I was saying earlier, sometimes it's not the perfect job, but it's a job that's okay for us. I'm thinking it's around that for you. But let's see. Okay, then you got the Radiant Phoenix. It says rise above your difficulties and use past challenges as a source of strength and resilience. Embrace the chance to start anew with a renewed sense of purpose and vigor. All right, so I think that says it all. Just make sure you're rising above, past difficulties, and you're going in with a positive attitude. And that's what I got for you. You got anything else, Akela?
No, I just wanted to say you got the eagle and from Scott and the phoenix. So, calling those two energies with you when you think about this job, lioness. Okay. And don't say, I know you say it's not the salary that you want. I mean, you don't know what they may offer you, but again, no, and when Scott was reading, I heard just know your worth. They may try to nickel and dime you, but just don't accept it just because, negotiate. There's a lot of going back. Believe me, there's a lot of going back and forth. So negotiate for what you think is right for you. It may not be the full amount, but at least something close to it. Okay. And that's what I have.
All right, I'm just putting a note in here. Questions are now closed unless there's a donation. Okay, so thank you all for being here. And did Christine ever come back, Jackie? Thank you, Lioness, for your question and your donation. I appreciate you. I'm still not seeing Christine. Okay. So let's go ahead and get Brittany.
Okay.
Another career question. All right. It's full of them. I got to rearrange myself. I'll put you out of the hot seat here. Brittany, are you here? Yes, Johanna, I've got your question. Welcome, my friend. There's a very long list, so we might not get to everybody. We'll do our best. Okay, Brittany's here. She said, hi, just interviewed for a lead management position, going to about my two colleagues. Okay, one will hear back with the job offer, and one, I guess, will not.
Okay.
That's hard.
Spirit just took me back to when I applied for this position that I'm currently in, Brittany. And I normally don't think about this situation. And the person and I to this day, we are still good friends. And we both applied for this position. And they had I think they had a little bit more experience than I did. But I ended up getting the position. And the reason why was because of trust, longevity, right? Because I was there with the company for a longer period. And so they had already built a rapport. So Spirit is taking me back to that situation. Say in your situation, since it's you and whether it's two others or you and someone else, even if the outcome isn't the way you want it to be, meaning that you get the position, just know that that could be a reason why. It's not because you are not qualified for it. It could be because that the other person might have been with the company for a longer period. So they have maybe they know they can trust this person. And you can trust certain people to a certain extent. But because of tenure is why one of the, and maybe not just tenure, but other reasons, one of the two or three is going to get it. Not necessarily because you don't fit the role. It's just they're like between a rock and a hard place is, I think, what Spirit is trying to tell me by take me back to that situation. So if you don't get it, I would not upset. I would not be upset. Just know, okay, maybe that's not the right opportunity for you in that moment, and something else better will come through. I'm sorry, Scott. Jackie asked, "Is anyone else getting choppy sound? Am I breaking up?"
Not for me, you are.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure that. Okay. All right, Brittany. But I'm gonna go to the card just to see what the energy is. But you can go ahead if you with your cards, Scott.
Okay. And yeah, if anybody is buffering or anything like that, just make sure you refresh. Okay.
Oh,
And Mona Lee says, yes, Akila's mic is going out.
oh.
But you sound okay to me, but I don't know.
That's odd.
In the chat.
Oh, Jackie said we both are choppy.
Can you hear what we're saying, or is it just completely not legible?
It's crackling.
It's crackling.
I haven't done anything different.
I haven't either. I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird. What about now? Oh, okay.
Brittany says she can hear what we're saying. Okay. All right. I could try to go out and come back in. Let me do that real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see if that's better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Brittany, we'd like to know about career and other message Spirit has, and you're asking about the job, whether you'll get it. I got the 10 of Pentacles, and this is a, this is something that will be good for you. Abundance is what this is. So I think your career is going to a new level. Now, having said that, I think there's going to be a choice coming up. Okay, so there will be a choice, and it's up to you to decide what you want. But there is competition, like you said. There's competition going on with this other person. And, like Akela said, it's just going to be, up to someone else. So I'm seeing a change card for you, though. So I think that you're going to get it, but it's going to be really close. And I think the other person is going to get something as well, that they'll get another role, possibly. But that's what I've got there. Your Oracle cards. Oh, look here, you got the Scorpion. You got two Scorpios reading for you. So your medicine is mark out your personal territory and take back the reins of your life. All right. And then you got the Dreamweaver Spider, or the Dreamweaver Spirit. No spider. Create your own destiny. Take proactive steps towards your goals and dreams. Use your skills and determination to weave the future you envision. I think you're going to get it. But that's just me and what the cards are saying. So, Akela, they're still saying it's cutting in and out.
I'm going to go out and come back
in.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you. All right. How about for me when I'm by myself? Can you guys hear me now? Is it better now that Akela has left, or am I still chopping myself? It's still the same, they said. You can go ahead and try it.
Oh, okay. Can you still choppy? Wow, something. I don't know what it is.
What it is.
and I don't have.
Okay.
I guess they don't want us. Whatever doesn't want us to go later than 5, Scott. Oh,
What's that?
it whatever is messing with it doesn't want us to go later than 5 p.m.
Yeah, I guess that's correct. Did you have anything? Well, some people are saying it's clear. I'm going to change my speakers real quick,
Okay.
just on and off,
Okay.
just to see.
Okay. Y'all are troopers.
Yes, thank you guys so much. What about now? Is anything better now?
So they're saying I am fine. They can make out what we're saying, so that's good. Sorry, guys. And Brittany says it's clear
Still
for
make
her.
it out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have anything else for Brittany?
I was gonna pull a card because I was guided to
my. You give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
So I pulled from the Lemuria deck, and Brittany received the Infinite card. Wow, that's a beautiful card. And it says the eternal life force, cycles of growth, rising from the ashes. So this is kind of like what is the phoenix, right? Because okay. Many deaths and rebirths within one life. You are so much more than your physical body. So no matter what, Brittany, again, go back to whichever way it goes, because I don't know which way it's gonna go. It's not a loss, right? And even if, because I just heard in my head, sometimes even when we think something is a win for us, when you stay within a company and you're trying to grow, the salary that is offered is not necessarily the salary that you can get if you were to go with an outside company, right? Companies will bring somebody in, paying them a higher rate than sometimes when you're within the company, they have a little bit more leeway. So know who you are. You are infinite. And whichever way this go, whether you do not get it or you do get it, know that it's a rebirth. You're gonna rise. You're like the phoenix, right? The phoenix dies, and then it's rebirth. It rises from the ashes. So this situation is that for you. Whether if you do not get it, that's just look at it as another stepping stone. Okay, what else can I do? Or maybe this is not the place for me. Maybe it's time for me to take that leap, take that risk, and look elsewhere. Sometimes spirit works in ways that we are fearful of doing because we are comfortable where we are. So, and I think, Scott, you got a perspective card for her as well, or a higher view card, I think. I can't remember. So look at this situation, whichever way it goes, from a higher view. And maybe Spirit is trying to say, okay, little one, it's time I have bigger, better things for you. And that's what I have.
All right. Thank you, Akela. Thank you, Brittany. Sorry for all the distractions there in the middle of your reading, but I appreciate you. And Mona Lee has donated, so I'm going to find her question and she'll go next.
Okay.
And just let me know if Christine comes back, moderators, please. Okay. You're welcome, Brittany. Anything I should know right now about my Akashic records? Oh.
So we haven't opened the Akashic records, but I did pull out my What We've Forgotten deck. So I can go from there and see. And still, I think, Scott, even if you pull from a deck that you have, it still ties in because it's all one. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of getting a love reading with tarot cards. You can still answer it.
Yeah. Let's see. One of these. What do you want more to know? Ooh. Okay, this is card number 43. I always think it's so interesting when you open the book and it lands like close to or on the card number that you pulled. And Mona Lee, the card I got from the What We've Forgotten, it says Divine Law. And this talks about the systems, right? Ooh, okay. I'm going to... Okay, let's see what it says. Source has systems, it has laws, but behind the veil, there is also magic. It's not a simulation, it's a living organic system that responds and reacts. It is alive. An ocean of intelligence surrounds us. This whole life is a control room. We're going to have to look at the dials of our system. We can imagine that it's like a stereo that has 7 dials. Are you going to see yours? Are your dials at the top? Are you in flow? Or are you trying to grab a wheel from the universe? Are you ignoring any aspects of your life? When you're feeling out of balance, we look at those controls. First, the all. We know that energy is everything and everything is vibrating, right? Are you holding on too tight or stuck? Or are you moving in flow? Is there something happening with polarity? Are you on one side of the dial more than the other when it comes to perception, perspective, or relationships? Are you out of rhythm? Are you trying to set too many plans that aren't in harmony with the tides? Is something happening in your life because it's the twins, cause and effect in action? Or are you trying to avoid an effect that happened because of a cause? For the final 7th dial, are you recognizing all aspects of yourself and situations? The space between the feminine and masculine. Take time out to recalibrate your dials and notice what changes. Divine law. So as I read that last sentence, what I heard was balancing your chakras. That's what I heard, right? There seems to be the scale is tipping, because maybe we're focusing on one more than the other. The way we perceive maybe not the in between, the gray. So what Spirit is asking you to do with what they're bringing out for you from your Akashic records is the divine law in everything, right? So go within and maybe even ground, because for some reason the word grounding keep replaying in my head. Get outside, if it's not too cold where you are, put your feet in the grass, and ground your energy and ask Spirit or ask Mother Earth to help you rebalance, recalibrate your chakras so that you can get them back into place. And I can't remember who, but because one might say, well, I don't know what speed it should be spinning, the size and all that good stuff, right? And I was listening to someone and they said, you can ask Spirit to put it back to the frequency, the speed that is best for you, that is of your highest good. And when you ground, and that should set you back to where you need to be. So try it and see. But they want you to know that in everything there is divine law. And that goes back to balance. So that's what the Akashic Records wants you to know, Mona Lee. I hope that helps.
All right, Mona Lee. Very interesting cards that I got that came up out of just a regular tarot deck. There's something in a past life that you need to heal that has to do with childhood. Because you got the child up in the end of the reading, you got the Six of Cups, and that's about childhood, nostalgia, remembering things from the past. So I think that there's something that you need to heal from a past childhood. How do you get into this? Well, and figure out what it is. You can, do maybe get an Akashic reading from John and Viviani. Do that Akashic readings, and Linda de Gonzalez. You could try with them. You also got the Five of Cups, though. And this is sorrow. So I think you had a childhood that was sad. Okay, and that's why it needs to be healed. It needs to be healed with love. You have the Ace of Cups. So overflowing love coming in that is open to you to give to your past life child. Okay. And then the moon. So there's definitely some shadow work that needs to be done with it. Okay. But you've got this. You can handle it. And let me get you a couple of oracle cards. You've got ripeness. So this is you being open to things that need to change. Okay, so things are ripe, things are ready. It is time to heal some of those things that you need healing from that past life. You got pathways of light into the light and cure it, heal it. Okay, just like you change your own vibes, you can change the vibes of your past as well. I know you've heard me talk about changing your vibes and from negative to positive, so I won't go there. But I did get a dreaming dolphin for you. It says connect with your dreams and aspirations, reflect on your long-term goals, and take steps to it. Depends on today's efforts. So make sure that your long-term goals are in alignment with your actions. And if you see that something's out of whack, it might be because you need some past life healing. Okay, and that's just what I've got. She says, open my Akashic records. I can do myself. Well, I get rewarded with the happy childhood this lifetime, so the past one must have been bad. Yeah, it is definitely a past one. It's not this one, is what I'm getting. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I just pulled a quick card on Inner Child Oracle, and it said for you because I wanted to see what it was for the childhood stuff, and they just want you to review your responsibilities, and it says not all responsibilities are ours to hold. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold, and I'll leave that right there.
Right.
Yeah. So whatever that means for you, Mona Lee. Okay.
Thank you, Mona Lee. Appreciate you. Okay, I'm still not seeing Christine, so I'm gonna. Are you still good, Akela?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from somebody saying that it's too bad or too choppy, so it must be okay now.
Yeah, they heard Mona Lee and Morella saying they heard bells.
I heard a bell too coming. I thought it was coming from you. I heard a bell.
And there's no bell in my nothing.
I don't have anything in here that does that sound.
Wow.
Either.
And I silent.
I heard it too.
Wow. That's odd, and I don't hear it.
Yeah. Who knows? I'm kind of getting chills. There it is again. Did you hear it?
Yeah, okay. But I turned, my phone is on Do Not Disturb, so how did that come in? Huh. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. Well, we've got everybody who donated. I think because we're still choppy, maybe we should go ahead and end this. What do you think, Akela?
It's up to you. If spirit leading you to one, somebody's my eyes was drawn to one person. So I don't know. Let's take one more, and then we can.
One more, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to pick?
I can tell you, my eyes were drawn to. Can I pick a question from in here? Hold on. Let's see, star. Oh yeah, I can. I think I can
look at the starred ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just let me know which one.
Okay. For some reason, my eyes were drawn to Olivia McNair's. Let me see. Yeah.
A reading on the work ahead or week ahead?
Yeah, my eyes were drawn to her name. I don't know why, but okay, that's
all right. Let's see.
And the chat can still let us know if now it sounds better.
Okay. Well, we can keep going a little bit longer.
Yeah, until if it gets bad, guys, just let us know. Okay.
Okay. Some are saying it's better, some are saying it's not. So we'll just keep going until they can't hear us. All right, Olivia is here. Thank you, everybody, for looking out for us.
Okay. I'm going to turn my phone off completely because I don't know why messages are still coming through. So I'm going to turn it off completely. I don't like that disturbance. Sorry about that, everyone.
Well, Marilla said the bell fixed the problem. It's good now.
You know what? Maybe Jackie B, because I told you I silenced it. I put on Do Not Disturb, and some messages are still coming in. So hey, if it's fixed, good. Okay, Olivia.
Okay, Olivia, the first card I got for you is the Magician. In this deck, it's the Sorcerer. And so this card is saying you have all the elements of the tarot, that you can handle anything that comes your way. So bring in magic into your life by manifesting, and good things will come to you. And you can expect, beautiful things to surround you if you just manifest it. Live as if it's already happening. Then you got another manifestation card. This is the Princess of Earth, or the Page of Pentacles. And this is the manifesting page. And so I think Spirit is really on you about manifesting, because it's going to be, I think you're going to be blown away by the things that you can bring into your life, not just in the week ahead, but for your future. So manifest. And then you got the Knight of Wands. And this is the Guardian of Fire in this deck, but it's still the Knight of Wands. Here's another Phoenix rising from the ashes, right? So this card is just saying that embrace creativity, embrace good things coming into your life, and it's an action card as well. So act upon the good things in your life that you want to create. So maybe something that you haven't done for a while, or something you've never done but you want to try. Try that. I have been meditating and grounding and cleansing. That's awesome. That's awesome. For you, I also got the truth card. So speak your truth with love. And I got for you the community card. So also speak your truth with your community, but go to your community for togetherness, for camaraderie, just to have, this, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Just have someone to talk to and to be there for you is basically the long way around it. But be there for others as well. And I think this, is bringing in friends. If you need to, bring in friends, ask your angels to bring in your tribe. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Olivia. Let me see what Akela has.
I love that community card that you ended on, Scott. Because without friends and family members that we can trust, giving us that love and support, we feel like we're on an island all alone. And we're never alone, because even if we feel that way, we have our guides, we have the angels, we have our team, our ancestors who are always there with us, willing to guide, support, and give comfort when we need it, right? So, Olivia, when I went in for you, I first heard challenges. You're going to encounter some challenges this week. And then we started talking about the bell, and I was chuckling. So I was like, okay, I have a distraction. So let's see what spirit tells me when I go back in. And I went back and I asked, well, what can Olivia expect, in the upcoming week? And I heard the word challenges again. So I asked, okay, can you show me? Because saying challenges, it can be anything. And as I closed my eyes, I saw a bunch of upside down hearts floating in. And I thought, okay, so we know it has something to do with the heart. That's a challenge that's going to come in. And not physical heart, more so of a close friend, a relationship, a family member, some sort of challenge is going to come in that's going to make us feel that heart, as opposed to being upwards, is going to be downwards. So then I shuffled, and the card I got for you is Waking the Lion, right? And I love this card because, and I have to read, it says, regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. But on this other page, it says, what type of courage is called for today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength and stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions. Do nothing and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. Okay. And that's what I have for you. So I feel like this situation that's going to come up later this week, it's still, again, it's spirit giving us that, maybe we've been too comfortable, and spirit is saying, okay, now time for that little nudge. So this situation is going to awaken that lion within you, not to attack anyone, but it's just to, to be bold, be who you were meant to be, stand in your power, stand your ground, is what spirit is wanting you to do as this situation arises. And that's what I have for you, Olivia. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Olivia. I also had one that was kind of speaking out to me, so maybe we'll do that and we'll go from there.
Okay.
And let me know if you know, if you want to do a couple more or you want to stop after this one, just let me know.
I turned my phone off, so I don't know what time it is. Sorry.
It's 5:20.
Okay. Okay. We can go till 5:30.
Okay, let's do that. Let's take one more. That will be Cat Goddess.
Okay.
So, Cat Goddess, you called out to me, so there must be something we really need to address with you. What does my future higher self and even my spirit guides want me to know right now? Cat
Okay.
Goddess, are you here? Yes. Okay.
What does my future higher self? Mona Lee said she wants to hear the bell again. I turned it back on, so it'll take a little while. What does my future higher self?
You're welcome, Olivia.
You're welcome. Hey, Wanda. Okay, Cat Goddess. What do you want, Cat Goddess? Cat Goddess.
Cat Goddess, the first card I got for you is the Five of Wands. So this is the five that is competition and it can be conflict or chaos. So the best thing to do is to stay out of it. So trust in your gut and know when to speak your truth and when to just stand back. And sometimes staying out of the situation is the best thing to do. But then you've got a lot of new opportunity coming in here. You've got the everlasting flame with the Ace of Wands. So this is new creativity, new opportunity coming in with passion and success. Right. And then you got another ace. You got the Ace of Cups, which is in this deck the elixir of life. So I feel like a new life is starting for you, and your higher self wants you to know that you're on the right path and just to keep going. And this Ace of Cups is here for, to give you overflowing love from spirit and just to wash down on you. And then I got for you the Rebirth card, and it says an opportunity for deep transformation is before you. Yeah, there's something big that's coming up for you. Something big and a big change. Um, your other oracle card, let me just get this one. Protection. So make sure you are calling in Archangel Michael to protect you through the changes that are going to be happening in your life. So expect a lot of good things to come in. I'm seeing rainbows, that's prosperity. I'm seeing clouds, that's knowledge. So I'm seeing water, that's emotion. So you have an abundance of, things that are coming in to help you grow. And it's almost like another spiritual awakening is what I'm seeing. So, yeah, and you can have more than one in a lifetime. So that's what I'm getting with my cards. But let's see what Akela has.
We are on the same wavelength, Scott. So Cat Goddess, what I got for you is I got the feeling first. And the feeling, I felt like I was melting into some loving arms. And think of a cold, a cold night, and you have the best fluffy blanket and you're just wrapped up in it. That's how I felt, right? And the message was, know that you are loved and supported. And when Scott was, actually before Scott got to the card with the rainbow, I felt teary eyed. I felt like I wanted to cry. And it's not the crying wasn't fully about sadness. It was like a blend of a combination. It's weird to describe a combination of gratefulness with I didn't know I could get out of this kind of feeling, right? Is what that tears, the feeling that I had within me was. And so I chuckled when Scott pulled the water card and he said, "Oh, here, the water," because that's what I was feeling, emotions, a lot of emotions. But then I pulled a card for you and I got the divine matrix. And here we have the flower of life, and it says interconnectedness, synchronicities, and I love this, God incidences. So there is no coincidence, right? Everything happens. It's already guided. We just think, oh, that's a coincidence. But these are God incidences that's happening for you. You're probably getting a lot of synchronicities. And when you notice something, and sometimes you're like, oh, no, that can't be true. Just say, yeah, it is, whatever. This is what I saw. It may not be what we think it is, but then who are we to know? We don't know what God or creator source can do. We don't fully know, their magnitude. Um, but when you see little things, whether it's a feather, you walking down a street and it's silence, and all of a sudden you hear this one bird chirping away, and you're like, that bird is noisy. Turn and say, I hear you. I hear you and I acknowledge you. So when you do that, you're letting the universe know, okay, she heard that sign. She got that synchronicity. She heard that message. Let's try something else. And then the more you see it, acknowledge it, right? The more you'll get. And the more, and to me, it seems like I guess for me, the little louder it gets. Because what I do is like when I walk in my park that's behind my house, as I enter into the park, I ask for Archangel Michael's protection. And then I always ask, whether I walk in or I'm coming out, show me a sign, show me that you are here with me. And every single time, Spirit never ceases to amaze me. There's always an animal that's sneaking past. Like one time I saw a fox sneaking past me, and I acknowledge, right? So the more that you acknowledge, um, kind of lost my train of thought there. The more that you acknowledge, the more Spirit will let their presence known to you, and they are. Okay. But just the biggest message here, Cat Goddess, is that know that you are loved and supported. And even when you feel like you're alone, you feel like, there's no one supporting you, turn to your team, turn to the angels. They'll come in, ask for a hug. I did that with my grandmother who's on the other side. One time I was feeling a little down and I called her and I said, I need a hug. I need to feel your hug. And she's been gone since I was 8. And I laid in the bed and all of a sudden I just felt this embrace. Now, of course, it's an energetic embrace because she can't physically hug me, but I felt the energy. And I said to her, I said, thank you. Okay. So call on that whenever you're feeling down or out of it or whatever, and know that you are supported and loved. And that's what I have for you, Cat Goddess.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Akela.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've been on for a while now, so we're going to go ahead and close. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Sorry if we didn't get to everybody, but there were a lot of questions. So I appreciate all of you for sticking around. And thank you for making this a beautiful place. You guys are the reason. Akela, you're the reason. So
And so are you.
yeah, that was awesome. So and sorry for the choppiness, everybody, but I think we got it fixed, so we're all good. But what have you got coming up, Akela?
I will be on tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern with Sun Psychic Jean.
Oh
And
wow, okay.
yeah, we're doing our show tomorrow. And then I'll be back on the 22nd. Yes, at my regular time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look, Sue Toffee says, I'm sorry, Scott. Sue Toffee says church bells just rang. But guess nothing came up on my phone.
No, I didn't hear anything that time either.
That's weird.
And maybe it was from her
That
her
my team,
actual location. Yeah. I didn't hear anything then either. We got bells, we got choppiness, all
look,
kinds of stuff.
our team is reminding everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to each of our channels. That's what that bell was for.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Thank you again, everybody. We'll see you soon. And I wanted to promote real quick. If you're a member on my channel, don't forget that tomorrow at 4 p.m. is going to be the Zoom meeting. So if you go to the post on my page, it's the first one there for members, and it'll show it to you if you're a member. If you're not, it won't be there. But it's got the Zoom link in there. So if you guys want to come and hang out with me and Jackie and Morella a little bit tomorrow at 4, we would love to have you. So that's what's happening with me. So thank you everybody again, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye bye.